Logan on the stage yet.
Yeah, true.
Don't worry, I can do that real quick.
What's up, guys? We're just going to keep all that intro part in. It's me, Johnny. I've got Farmer and David with me, and sitting there in the back, I've got Craig. And in the studio audience, we have Logan, who Logan has been on this podcast before, though it was a while ago, I believe.
Yeah, we're waiting for the day he graces with his presence here.
You know, yeah. I get it. He doesn't. You know, he's too good for us. You know, I get it. But just to get right into it, there's before we just talk about Ark the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Before we just talk about Ark, because that's just like, you know, part of my life again. Farm, can you give us an update on your house?
Oh yeah. So we're doing the farmer bit. Okay. Okay. Well, I was actually kind of thinking about this a little bit today. So everything's going pretty good in the construction world over here in my house. We've managed to secure the package. No, I've been working on building a shoe shelf. So say that 10 times fast. It's really fun. You know, been having a lot of fun with that. Shoe. Anyways, so we've been building it out of wood, and it's coming out really good. I stained it a good like dark walnut. We've been putting the last finishing coats on it, and tomorrow I'll put it up. So I'll probably send some pictures, do the visual bit for next week, you know, and all that stuff. But yeah.
Join the Discord, you guys. I believe you can join the Discord from anavseer.com, correct, D?
Navseer.com, yes.
Yeah, join the Discord if you want to see pictures of Farmer's house.
And also, you can join I think any of our Discords when we're going live. You can probably get a link from one of us on our Twitch channels.
This is true. You can get it on our Twitch channels, but also you can listen to a Navcast. We do not talk about this enough. You can listen live. So that is what Logan is doing. He's in the audience and he's listening to us talk live. You can be a part of it, and by being a part of it, what I mean is we can ignore your comments while we're talking.
Right.
Yeah.
You can pester us and make us change. Honestly, we've had people come in here and actually talk and really reroute the trajectory of our podcast. It's kind of.
And we've also had people talk, you know? And we just completely ignored them. And
we've also done that for like half an hour, and then they leave, and they're like, "Oh, this." Then we answer their question after they're gone. You know, we're really good about our audience.
It's true. But there's one thing I want to talk about because it's sort of new. I actually don't know. I should look it up. I just finished Dispatch. Are you guys familiar with this game, Dispatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relatively new. It came out in October 22nd, 2025.
Yeah.
Is that when it finished, or is that when it first
came out? Yeah, that's when it came out in the last part of last year. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. And the episodes came out pretty quick. So we've got episode 1 and 2 came out October 22nd, 3 and 4, October 29th, 5 and 6, October 5th, and 7th and 8th, or sorry, November 5th, 7th and 8th, 7 and 8, November 12th. That's actually really cool. So like it was an episodic game release, but it came out in like 3 weeks. That's actually pretty sweet.
I really remember liking the timetable that they did that for, even if I didn't play it until like this year.
Yeah, even though I didn't play, I literally just finished it. Right.
I think that's for a lot of episodic games. I mean, the whole release is like what's either like disconnects you from it too. Like it can disconnect you, and the whole wait time. Who wants to do that? So that seems to be better for sure. Like have less of a wait time and like really keep the hype going on it.
Right. Well, it almost feels like the game was mostly done. Right. Like the game was mostly done
wasn't like
when they started releasing
pieces and parts, like we've seen before. So,
yeah, it's really cool. So I played Dispatch. Farm, have you played it? I know D has played.
Yeah, actually, I think I played it before both of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Brag about it. Jeez.
Yeah, I played it last year.
Ooh, yeah. I really liked it. Right off the bat, I need to say I really liked it. I only have a couple of things about it that I don't like very much. Really just one thing. So I finished the story. and I won't give spoilers on the story, but actually what I liked, to be honest with you, I don't really care all that much for the story. Like the story was good, but I really enjoyed the actual like dispatch gameplay of the game.
Nice. Yeah.
Like sitting at the computer and them like, calls coming in and needing to decide what hero is going to go where and sending and helping them manage it. And stuff. Like I actually really enjoyed that, like the superhero management part. I found that to be really fun. And actually I
I
see
would
that
think
in the
that makes
back in our
sense for
studio
you.
audience. Logan says he refuses to buy episodic games. Same with battle passes. I try to buy episodic games when they're finished.
Yeah, and this one's not, doesn't even feel as much because again, it's already finished. You're buying the full game
Yeah.
versus most people when they've seen Dispatch at this point, it's a full game. I don't know anybody. Like there are people out there obviously that waited, but I wasn't one of them. I don't think any of us were one of them. So,
No.
but that's the good thing about this timetable that they have. It was pretty much a finished game, and so you don't have to worry about that. That whole waiting thing, like they did. Again, I was one of the big on the Telltale like Batman episode.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and it was really good. I really enjoy that, but the whole waiting is you get distracted and you start playing other stuff, and you get excited about it, but I don't want to have to put something on my calendar just to remind myself about
Well,
it.
and
Right.
like sometimes the wait period would be like a month. Or
Yeah,
I think
right,
one of
not
the
more.
Telltale games got like so spread out that it was like 2 or 3 months between episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I remember like a 2-month wait, and then the episode felt so lackluster after a 2-month wait.
Right.
I waited
It's
2
like
months for this.
where am I?
like
What
a Destiny
happened?
season.
Yeah, a lot like it.
There's
Well,
that
and
word.
so, but I really liked Dispatch. The story was fine. I really enjoyed like the actual, which to me is really cool because that's something I think that like these like visual novel type games should focus more on, right? Like the actual gameplay portion of it, like is it enjoyable or not, right? And then like packaging and story into it. But my main complaint with this, so I finished the game. I may play it again because I made a couple of choices that, maybe I would change. Like, who do you cut from the team? Who do you romance? That kind of stuff. But there is not like an endless mode or like a mode that you can just play a day.
Oh, right.
Does that make sense? I finished the game. Can I sit down and just dispatch? Right? Can I play a shift? I guess it's a shift, right? Can I play a shift and just dispatch? No.
That would be really cool if you
dispatch
could.
mode. Yeah.
Like I don't understand how that's not like its own mini game, like in terms of that. Yeah.
Which is
Well,
really interesting. Going into it, you don't really think, oh, this is even maybe classified in your head like, oh, B even C type game. It will be okay. And it really kind of grabs you and kind of takes over. Like you said, it's actually kind of addicting. Once you got into it, you're like, man, how do I get better? How do I do this at a better rate?
Most of the things that I did, like most of the days, I didn't even break like the top 20%.
Yeah, which is another frustrating thing. Is like, how are people doing better?
But now I see it though, Farm, because you know what I think what it would mean is that all of the missions are the same for every day. Mm-hmm. And so every playthrough you can just keep note of like who is the perfect hero to send for what. Right. And
exactly.
like to have that
you start learning, and
rate.
If you had like one of those modes where it was like separate, you'd actually start getting really good at who does what hero does what best, which would be fun, to kind of like dive more into that. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I would like to see for this game like more, maybe, and I assume they're working on more content for it, but like more options. I felt the beats were good, but my biggest thing was like I'd like to see more timelines, like kind of change out the outline of the story.
Yeah,
a little
I don't
bit more.
feel like any choices I made were changed anything.
Right, and that's what I felt overall. Like the trajectory wise, there was a few things, but it wasn't enough to like completely have a different experience. Right. Like there was enough to have a little bit, but I'd like to see more,
Well, like in the first couple chapters, you have to cut someone from the team. So clearly but it just felt like in that situation, it would have just replaced somebody. right? Like it's
Right,
this person or
exactly.
this person. Or even honestly, the romance, like no spoilers, I guess, but I romanced Blazer, right? The hero, blonde Blazer.
I don't
And
even know
I
who that
didn't
is.
feel like that went really like far or like that it really mattered all that much. I suppose it may have mattered with like how one other like maybe there's like three endings, right? But it doesn't feel like it really matters. But this is one of the things that's hard too with like the illusion of choice, right? Like, oh, like how many choices are there really? You know?
And we don't see the whole kind of storyboard that they're like kind of panning out for this game. It could be that they wanted to be a little bit more loose on this one to kind of delve more into it if they're,
Well, I wonder
doing
if there'll
more
be
stuff.
more episodes or a sequel or something because honestly, I like was coming to really enjoy the characters and enjoy the game and it's over. Like which is
Right,
how I
exactly.
feel episodic games often are,
Yep.
right? Like, oh, and now I'm really liking this, I'm really enjoying this and it's over. And then it's also like not even the kind of game I can keep playing. Like I would have to
Right.
straight up start over. So in that sense, I don't really love that.
Yep, that's what
I don't know.
makes it tough to like retain audience on that style of game. So again, something to like bring people back or keep coming back to it. That would be the thing,
Right, but what else has everyone been playing this week? Anything else you want to? That's specifically
Well, I want
I
to hear
finished it this week.
David's view on this game.
I
Do we
have
have to
only
watch?
played the first chapter, so I can't really
What?
comment that much
Sure,
on
you
it.
can. What? You can at least say your 2 cents.
No, like the first chapter is basically tutorials. So, like, I mean,
Well, how
like
did
I
it
enjoyed
initially
it,
feel
but I
for you?
mean,
Yeah,
like that's
there
all
you
I've
go.
got.
All
Like,
right,
yeah,
he enjoyed it,
yeah.
so we all agree that it was enjoyable.
I can't say
There,
that though. I haven't finished playing it.
But from what you played,
It could be a bad game. It could be another Suicide Squad for all I know. Okay, I've been burned. All
hey,
right,
Suicide
like,
Squad was great up until the ending. Remember? My
yeah,
goodness,
Suicide Squad was great until it wasn't. Right, that's
yeah.
it's
the.
very true. That's a very accurate statement.
I am running into this issue, not just for Ark, but for other games that now also I'm like, ooh, should I buy No Man's Sky on my Steam Deck? Right, because it's on sale also, and it's like, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this to myself? Right, of like, ooh, should I buy this? Should I try this? Like,
When you already know what
man.
you're going to do, yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but the thing that's hard is that, like, for me, Farm, I really do feel like the future for me for gaming is handheld. I really love it, so I would like that. But it is pretty hard for me too to play a handheld game. Like, why would I play it on my Steam Deck if like it runs way better on my console, right? Like, why would I even do it? It kind of comes up. So I don't know.
And
I
are you
don't know.
gone? Are you really gone that much to justify handheld?
Well, it wouldn't
when
be. You know what it would be is that I would be doing it just not upstairs linked up to like the TV upstairs, but I would have like the freedom to be doing it like at other places in the house. You know, which is
Gotcha.
like a very first worldy kind of deal. I recognize this. I recognize this.
It's like okay, let's just have. I mean, you might as well just come on. Have like a holographic game. Just come off of your watch. At this point.
Honestly,
be-
I just finished The Expanse, and yeah, that would be great. Just to like hold up my arm and like a hologram pops up, and I can just play and do that. That sounds wonderful.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty sweet.
But one of the things I've been playing Hades and I've been playing Ark, but last week I had some time and I was like, you know what? I should finish Dispatch, right? Because this, I do know, even though I'm complaining about it, I do know that it's a game that has like an end, right? And then the game's over. And so it's always good, hey, cross one off the backlog.
There you go.
Right?
I mean, congratulations on following through. That's what I've been trying to tell my kids. Like, stop playing a bunch of games and actually finish the one you started.
Whatever. Look, calling me your kid is just rude, Farm.
But you got to finish those games. But yeah, tune in, watch David start. Anytime on his channel, he's finishing games. So I don't know what he's talking about. He's got a whole list of completed games over on his Twitch. So definitely go check him out. he's also got to stop streaming when I can't watch, like at 3 a.m. and
I
4
can't
a.m. in
help
the
it.
morning.
Can't help it.
Okay.
Man, Farm just keeps bringing up our Twitch channels. Hey guys, make sure
Yeah.
to check out everyone's Twitch channel. Just
Well, I think I'm ramping back up.
Or
We're getting back.
hey, actually, what you should check out is our stream team on Twitch. That has a
ooh,
list
that's
of everybody
true.
who streams. Yeah.
That's true.
We should
do
actually
have
add that to the link tree too.
The website, you mean?
Yeah. Or yeah.
The website? Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, we one of our members was able to make us an official. We are now no longer an unofficial stream team. I mean, how does that feel?
That's true. That's
Pretty crazy.
weird.
Like we've always been
It does
like
feel
an
weird.
unofficial stream team, and now we're actually an official stream
We
team,
are
which is
legit,
kind of wild.
and so with being legit, you got to get the ads and the sponsorships out there.
Speaking of sponsorships, I get these emails with game codes all the time, and they are addressed. So I get them in my email, but they are addressed to DJD. They call me DJD. I don't know who's been signing me up for these.
This is hilarious.
And they all just basically give me a free copy of the game. And they're like, hey, if you don't want to play it on stream, that's fine. Here's your copy of the game. You don't have to say anything. If you want, here's some promotional images and stuff like that if you would like to talk about it and play it on stream. I have not downloaded many of these games. Most of them I just ignore, but there is one that I did download that I'm looking at, and it's called Shibanki Vending Machine Company. And it's like a vending machine management simulator where you like go around town and you have different vending machines and you manage it. Honestly, this has got me written all over it. Right?
I was gonna say
really
that
excited.
sounds right up your alley. Yeah.
Oh man. I already finished everything in Power Wash Simulator 2, and I finished I finished the newest Adventure Time expansion. So yeah, it's speaking to me on a spiritual level. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know what won't be speaking to you
On a spiritual level?
Anymore. Is Destiny 2.
Oh, here we go. I knew this was
did this
coming
happen?
tonight.
Did this happen in between
after
streams?
the last episode? Yeah.
After the last episode? Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, do you think our listeners know what Destiny 2 is? I don't know that we've even talked about it. Do they know that we played this game?
If they don't, I don't know what they've been listening
literally,
to.
I have thousands of hours in that game. I think all of us do. Farmer might have hundreds, but yeah.
But
what are you talking about?
D, go ahead and take it away, man. Go ahead and explain what happened.
I'm looking up right now. You guys gonna call me out?
So Destiny 2 just Bungie, I guess, said goodbye. Essentially, they said like, "Hey, we're after June 9th, we're just in maintenance mode. Well, it'll be playable just like Destiny 1 is, but we're not doing any more like DLC or expansions." Really, really sudden about face, I feel like, because they had plans. They like had another DLC that was allegedly like getting pretty close to release and everything, and like, just
finished.
Almost a high guard situation, kind of, except that it'll still be playable. So I mean,
how far ahead of time was the announcement? It was like, it's what, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, like it's not long at all. June 9th, and they made it like this past week. So yeah, 2 weeks.
I mean, writing's been on the wall
for sure.
All right.
Sudden. Okay,
the stats are in. Okay. I have 1,491 hours in this game. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Beat me.
Look at that. That's okay. That's
beat me.
Yeah.
Actually, you may beat me. Where do you look up these stats?
Well, if you do it on Xbox, you can go to the club and go under stats.
Well, I don't have my Xbox in front of me. Can someone
I could probably
compare to me?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, what are we at?
But I mean, like, this was a game that was a major part of our lives for a really long time, and we still went back to it pretty occasionally. And so
I love this. I love this. That we need to make a shirt. This is like a very DJD thing to say. Pretty occasionally.
Dave definitely has me beat. He's got almost 40 days on me. actually.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see.
I mean, that brings up another thing, but we'll save that for now.
And what about me? What about me, Farm?
Let's see. I'm looking. Let's see. What's your name again?
While you're looking
Yeah,
that
right.
up, did you see that also there was so Xbox just recently announced a new feedback channel for like feedback, and the very first thing that they did was people wanted to get rid of the days in terms of time played and
Oh,
change it back
instead
to
of
hours.
interesting.
So I guess Xbox will go back to showing you the number of hours played instead of days, which
Which is
Loki,
like,
I
it's not that
kind of
hard.
don't
Come on.
like.
I don't
I
know.
Yeah,
kind of like days because does anything
yeah,
make you feel worse than seeing you've been playing a game for like 40 weeks or something or days?
yeah,
Like,
right,
All
come
right.
right.
on.
Yeah. All right. The stats are in. Johnny has at 37 days.
Wow,
So 30. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad.
not
Not
bad.
quite as much as David with at 100.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, D, what?
I played a lot. Okay, like after everybody left, I came back and I
he was.
really
Yeah,
got
he was
into
still
it.
playing,
Yeah,
and it was. You know, a lot of us fell off there about halfway, but
It became my hyperfixation game for a bit. And like when
David
I
was
when I get
faithful.
into one of those, like I get really into one of those. Okay.
Yeah, but how?
Yeah.
So with that, your hyperfixation game and such,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? Like, because I mean, I really love Destiny 2. There's nothing quite like it. I will
Yep.
admit, and it's one of the reasons coming back to Arc and such. There's nothing quite like it. Destiny just in general is a game that has meant a lot to me over many years, and I specifically kind of got out of the game because I was frustrated with how they were running it.
Sure.
But that didn't mean I wanted it to be fully gone. That being said, it's pretty hard when you're releasing stuff called like Final Shape and
Right.
stuff like that. I feel
Well,
like there's a lot
and
of
like
signaling going on with that.
they did kind of mention that in the going away announcement of uh like I mean like we feel like we kind of hit our apex with Final Shape and like the DLC that followed. And it's like, well, yeah, like I think that was kind of what it was meant to be. The real issue though is that they didn't plan this out at all, right? This is
Mm,
probably a Sony move or whatever. Uh they don't have Destiny 3 even in it doesn't seem like it's even in incubation according to Bloomberg did a report on it, and they're like now encountering like layoffs and stuff, which is
mm,
always a bad thing. Really sucks to see it happen to Bungie because Bungie's been through so many layoffs lately. Like, yeah.
yeah.
It's just it, but also to have nothing in the works to like do this like unprompted, like it just feels like
Also, what have they
if
been
you're
doing?
gonna
How long has it been? How long has it been
right,
since Destiny 2
yeah,
dropped?
that's kind of wild to me. Like, I mean, yeah, it's just Destiny 2 has been out like 8 years, I think, or something like that. Uh,
Let's pull it. Destiny 2's release date's 9 years in September.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, so 8 years. Yeah, that's a long
yeah,
time to not be working on the sequel. I'm just saying.
yeah. Well, and it feels
Mm.
like I mean, like I can understand like feature creep or whatever and all that stuff getting in the way of like being able to like do too much with Destiny 2. Like they were once you hit the point where you have to nerf things like regularly, like I feel like you've kind of hit the point where like you're kind of like constraining your own player base, right? You've already hit the top, now you're trying to like keep it like
Well, and
competitive
that's
or whatever.
yeah, and that's
And
where we've talked about them always needing to separate those two things, because the PvE side of it, I don't think needs to be as limited as the PvP, but the PvP was like holding it back, or even the
Mm,
raids, those
sure, yeah,
versus all
I would
that
say
stuff.
even the raids though too, yeah, because they didn't want people to like easily do raids. They didn't want people to easily do the high like end game content, right? And I understand that from like a developer perspective of like,
right.
hey, I want to create this very challenging experience. And so when it comes down to it, that might mean making some rather significant tweaks sometimes. I
Hmm.
get
Right.
that, but also your game's been alive for 8 years. Like, I mean, like just let people have fun.
Yeah,
That's been
have
my
fun
whole
with it.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like it's just
Break
like
down the walls a
yeah.
little bit. Let them have a fun with these things. Get your player base back
Like
up, and
Johnny and
then
I
do
talk about
some
it all
more
the time.
challenges. Mm-hmm.
The last level of Gears 4, spoilers a little bit, when you get in a mech and you just like stomp around, best level in the game. The best swan song to that game is just like being able to like just feel powerful, you know? Like, hey, this is like a victory lap, essentially. And
Right,
that's what
right.
Destiny needed, was like a victory lap. And they have a final update on June 9th. Allegedly a bunch of stuff is coming in that update that like was planned for future updates and like now won't happen. Apparently there's like a bunch of things that like tweaks and stuff to like kind of like make things more powerful. We'll see, you know. Maybe it will
Hold
be
on, hold
like
on, hold
the
on, hold
yeah.
on. What's in there? What's in there? What's in the?
Will his
What's in
helmet come
the?
back? Who
they I mean they
knows?
haven't given like super specific things. They've given a few notes, but like when the patch notes like actually hit on like June 9th, I'll hit you up and I'll see if your helmet's fixed.
Well,
But
we
I mean
probably
like
should start, gearing ourselves up for this. If it's the last hurrah, then we
But
probably need to get back
it's
in, guys.
but to get back. But this is a good example. So on one hand, if the game is done updating it, once that comes out, it is a good time to get back into it because nothing's going to get changed, right?
right. Yep.
Whatever you
100%.
build, whatever
Yep.
you set up, that's going to be the way it is. So there's
Yep.
some appeal there. But again, on the other hand, it's hard to get into something that's dead.
Right.
That you know isn't going to
There is
be
that.
changing, that you
Yeah,
know it's
yeah.
done.
There's no new content. Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
coming for it.
Now
But
I
at the
will
same time,
say
if you're
they're
okay with
maintaining
what's
it.
there, then that's okay.
it
Right,
is interesting going into like Destiny 1 and seeing a bunch of people in there, right? And so maybe Destiny 2 will have an even
Are there a
an
bunch of
even
people
bigger
in Destiny
tail.
1?
There are.
What?
It's kind of shocking. Every time I go to the tower, and that's not a crossplay game either, you know? So all the people that I see are on Xbox, which is kind of wild. But
That's
like
crazy.
I do
What?
wonder if Destiny 2 will have a similar kind of tail to it, you know, where like but also it's crossplay, where like a bunch of people will just be there, you know. It could be the case that like a lot of people go to Destiny 2 once this final update hits, more than they even went for like the last two DLCs, which is kind of understandable because those DLCs weren't great. No offense, but also offense, you know.
Right.
Adequate offense.
But I mean, Shoe Knife will kind of tell a lot of things in regards to that. I think it'd be a good time to go in and kind of like finish off the stuff you haven't done yet. You know, like, and maybe they'll do a super sale on like the DLC and stuff too.
Hold on. Let's pull that back though too. But you also, with Destiny specifically, you also can't go back and do a lot of stuff, right?
Well, yeah,
like you
a lot
can't
of the
play the
earlier
Red
stuff,
War and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is
Which I
another
really
thing
thought
that
they were going to add that in.
which is another thing that I specifically really didn't like that they did.
Yeah. I really
Right.
thought that they were going to. It seemed like they were adding specific like whatchamacallit, specific
Like instance.
not even like instances, but like specific like ways to play that stuff.
You know who does a
Where,
great job
like-
with it is World of Warcraft. They have like the
Yeah, I
whole
would
time
agree.
walking
Yeah.
scenario, so you can go back and play old, because like the world is updated, right? The world is different, which is also Destiny's issue. The world is different, but you can go back into an instance and it's the way it was in that time, and everything mirrors your level instead of the way it was, so you can have primarily a narrative experience, right? In it, and like I really appreciated that and really liked that.
And what they started doing was they had this timeline thing where you could go back and play specific missions on this timeline. And it seemed like, okay, this is going to be the avenue that they bring a bunch of old content back. And maybe they'll bring eventually everything back in regards to that. But then they never did anything with it. So, I mean,
I think what Johnny's saying is actually a really good idea. I mean, who's retained audience and better than World of Warcraft at this point? I mean, how long has it been around?
Well, I mean, you could argue that World of Warcraft is better now than it's ever been.
Right, and there's a
Right.
lot of people that
Yep.
are like really into it.
I
And
think a
so
lot of
if
WoW players
Destiny
would say
can
that
take
right
some
now.
of those beats,
Dude,
and,
World of Warcraft is
apply it.
22 years old.
Right.
It has 3 billion players.
So this
And it has
doesn't
3
have to
billion
be the
players.
end of Destiny in a sense if they, pay attention to what these other games have done that's been around for longer. They could make it even better. They could actually turn it around and make it like an experience that you don't get anywhere else.
Well, see, this is
Possibly.
also
So,
a really
wait and see.
interesting example of I wonder if it gets supported by people, like if there is support to it, if they would backpedal too, right? Of like, oh wow, like the player base is
I don't
doing
think they
really
would.
well and doing
True,
such, so like
true.
maybe we should release, well, because it's something, or would they just make a new Destiny instead
I
of
think
like
they would
go back?
I think they would focus on Destiny 3 at that point, but it's stupid to me that
Destiny
they
3,
aren't.
is that even going to
Yeah.
happen? Is that
and
even
this
gonna
is
happen?
that's a
this is
good
kind of like
question.
a shot in the
Yeah.
dark, though. I think that's why they're doing this. How much, are we going to get? How much feedback are we going to get? How much impact are we going to have as far as marketing versus how much people are going to come back? What can we do? And it really kind of boils down to this: are they going to make an effort? Are they going to pay attention to the other things that have retained up to this point? Are they going to try? Or are they just cutting it off and the live support's gone? We'll see. We'll see here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. But
It's
I
just-
do not plan on
it's-
going back. It's just really sad. Some of my favorite moments in gaming, period, that I've ever had
for sure
have been playing Destiny 2 specifically. I would say some Destiny 1, but especially Destiny 2. And the idea that it's unsupported and done. I mean, again, I like walked away years ago, but like the idea that it's
Johnny, you
unsupported
can't say
and done
you're
is
not
really
going to go
sad.
back because we have dungeons that we've got to finish. And
I'm
there's
not
nothing
going back,
like
guys.
that
I'm not. No,
feeling.
I'm not going back. I'm not
There's
going
nothing
back.
like
I'm
that
done.
feeling
I'm
of
not going back.
finishing that dungeon that first time. Come on, we got to finish. We got to.
You are
we gotta do
right.
it.
You are right. There is nothing like it. But you know what else? There was nothing like that helmet of mine, and that didn't stop them from destroying it. Did it? It didn't stop
Find
them
something else that's
from
like the
destroying that.
helmet. I'm
You
sure
know
there's
what? I will
exploits
say
out
this:
there.
if they do some kind of sale or something, maybe, because that was the other thing that was really hard with Destiny. Right? Was that there was always a battle pass. There was always get a comment from Logan here that this almost sounds religious. There was always more money that needed to be spent. Right? Oh, you can't do the dungeon. You have. Oh, it's not even in the battle pass. You have to buy the specific dungeon pass that lets you play the next 2 dungeons they're releasing. And I really didn't mind all the time because it was like, hey, I'm supporting this game and I love this game. But it can be hard when you're like, buying the Fortnite Battle Pass and the Destiny Battle Pass and the Apex. There was a whole era that I was Battle Passed out.
Well,
and now
like
I'm just trying not to do Battle Passes. Period.
Well, and the content that they gave for the Battle Pass, I felt like very rarely lived up to like the value of it, right?
Right.
And so that was a huge disappointment for me when they were doing seasons. Was the fact that like you were essentially paying like $20 per pass and getting like a little bit of story, a repeatable activity, and a very, very short mini campaign kind of. Like that just never seemed worth it to me. Which oof,
the big thing on the
but then they
replayable
switched
stuff
expansions
is like,
and
man,
like I didn't care for the way they did the expansions either. So like maybe there just was like no saving it. Maybe it was just like bound to happen this way. It just sucks that there's like not even a wind down period, Like at the very least, like, give something like a swan song of like, okay, like it's gonna disappear in like 6 months, or even like give like a couple months notice or something, and like put
But
out
you
that
know
last
what?
DLC
I
you
actually
have.
kind of like that they didn't do that because then we wouldn't. I kind of like that it's just over. Instead of a swan song, I would prefer there to be an announcement. We're done, and Destiny 3 is in development. That would have been better.
Yeah,
Fine with me.
but like also have Destiny 3 already in development then,
Right.
Like, I mean, don't be like,
Yeah, well,
we don't know what we're doing next.
they messed
like,
that up.
that's, and putting all your money on Marathon, which we've discussed to deff.
Are we going to talk about
literally.
how Marathon is our
Like-
best performing YouTube episode? Our YouTube episode where we talked about Marathon, which Farmer was not here for. Want to throw that out there.
Wasn't I there at the end? I'm pretty sure I was there.
Oh,
at the
you
end.
popped in at the end.
Yeah.
Is our best performing YouTube episode, and the title is "Hate Running." I'm pretty sure that's it. That's what did all the heavy lifting. Is the hate running episode.
I thought it was a clever
Well, and it
title,
just goes to
okay,
show
yeah,
you
yeah.
that when you're doing stuff like as far as YouTube or titles or anything as far as podcasts. I mean, it helps to be on what's trending. It also helps to have a title that, just kind of grabs you.
Our
Just
next
like you
highest
just never
episode is
know.
called, or no, so we have a bleep censored episode, which
Yeah,
is the
that
next
makes
highest.
sense.
But
Any
the third
controversy or
highest,
anything like that is definitely
the third
gonna grab
highest is
more.
called Abandoned Destiny.
And it goes right back. We're on
Yeah, we're
the
right back
bunch
here.
the Bungie
Yeah.
bandwagon going back and forth.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, I'm not.
Well, that
I'm
just
sad.
goes to
I
show
am
you
sad
how
about
much
it, but I'm
this
also.
is
I feel like.
out there.
I feel like it's Bungie's fault. It's Sony's
I
call
don't
and all that stuff, but it's
disagree.
Bungie's fault.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was that moment where they were free of all ties, and if that had only worked out a little bit better, I
Well,
feel
the
like
problem is that
I don't know if
like
they.
it
I don't
turns
know.
out that like they need the bigger studio like subsidizing them. Because what they
Right.
do is they like don't pay enough attention to like budget or whatever, and they go very very much over. And theoretically that could work if you make your money back, eventually. If you have someone like funding the like essentially being an investor, up
Right.
front.
You need some
But I mean, like, you need that.
sponsors
Like, I
or
mean, like, yeah,
investors
and
for
then you
sure.
also need to, like, continue to be successful enough to make that money back. Which I would argue that they might have made their money back. I don't know. I don't know the internal like financials of that. But then they kept on spending, right? With like new expansions and stuff. Like, how much did that Star Wars crossover cost them?
Right.
I mean, like
Right.
it's stuff like that. Like I
What?
imagine,
Yeah.
is
What
probably
choices
not
could they
cheap.
have peeled back and just delved
yeah.
into, like, containing and maintaining the player base and
man, I hate
and investing in their future versus just those exclusivities.
this
Right.
episode is all over the place. This episode has ADD, and I want to take us another direction really quick. I just found out in Ark Survival Ascended, to raise baby wyverns, you can also use bison milk
Really? That's super cool.
instead of
Actually.
wyvern
Okay.
milk, which you get from female bison, which that would be much easier to get than getting wyvern milk. Guys, this is I know that we've been talking about Ark a lot, but like, yeah, Logan is freaking out in the chat, and this has literally changed my life. This
That is pretty
understanding
crazy.
right here.
Yeah. That means all you
Yeah.
have to really do is steal the egg.
All you have to do is steal some eggs, and then and well, you also have to have a female bison, which I don't have. I
Yeah.
need to get one.
Yeah.
But the do you have one? Is your bison female?
I do have a female bison, yes.
Okay, cool. So I just need to just kill DJD and take his bison, and
In a video
And
game,
then we're good to go.
literally.
yeah,
in,
and we're
in
good
a
to
game,
go.
guys. Whew. Glad
Yeah,
we cleared that up.
It sounds like kind of biblical, right? Like, I'm going to kill you and take your bison, right? Like, I'm kind of into it.
Yeah. Sure.
But the on that note, I do have to go and pick up my daughters. Is there anything else we want to say other than I am sad about Destiny 2 with that announcement, but I'm not surprised. I don't blame Sony personally. I blame Bungie. I think that they have been on a downward trend, and them making great games doesn't like change that they have made really bad business decisions.
No, I
don't know.
disagree with that kind of
I
assessment.
think it's part
yeah.
of Sony's fault. I disagree about the whole.
I
Bungie
think
thing.
man, if you have a studio under your auspices who isn't like agreeing to do the things that you did when you paid like how many billion again? Did they pay to buy them? Like it was a significant amount.
Well, they shouldn't have
Like-
bought them. That's what I'm saying. That was a bad. That's on them.
But I mean, like when you make an agreement to like purchase a studio
$3.6 billion.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
for like when you make a purchase agreement for a studio and you tell them, hey, this is what you need to do to like to be worth that much, like, and to get continued funding through us and everything, and then they don't hold up their end, what do you do?
I mean,
Well, no,
yeah.
well, here's the
I
thing.
totally get
Honestly,
that. That's just
to be
business.
completely honest, though, is that so $3.6 billion? That's a lot of money. Bungie's definitely not worth that much money. Like, was this not their plan to just get bought out and get all that money and then just get out? You know what I mean? Is that
I
not?
mean, it could have
Is
been
that
Bungie's
not what
leadership's
every-
plan.
Is that
Like,
not what
yeah.
every tech company does? Is like they just burn through money and make it look like they're really valuable so they can get bought by a big company and then they cash and get out. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
every short-term tech company for sure. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
but
curious
when
if
there's
we'll
like
see the Bungie
clauses
name stay
though, that's the
around.
thing.
Honestly,
I doubt it's
like, I
that.
mean, like, will
There's too much
somebody like
tied
change
into
their
the
name?
agreement, you know.
there's a lot tied into the agreement farm, but I'm looking here, and according to Bing's Copilot search, 1.2 billion of that was allocated for employee retention, and that didn't last long, did it?
Well, I mean, most of that was probably like, the higher ups too.
Yeah,
When it
yeah,
came down
yeah.
to it, like, I mean, like,
Yeah, you
uh,
can't just buy
I,
you can't just buy us and fire all of us, and it's like, oh yeah, don't worry, we won't. And then oh yeah, hey, guess what? You're all fired. Like,
yeah.
yeah. I don't blame Sony though. I blame Bungie. I blame their leadership. Like,
I think there's enough all to go around, but like when it comes down to it, like I think like Bungie could have made a lot of different decisions that they didn't make, and it sucks because I really like Bungie games, and I really like Bungie as a company in general. It seems like they have like a positive, generally a positive like environment for people to
There's
like
that, but
creatively like incubate stuff, which
my thing
is
about
cool.
Bungie is Bungie's not the same Bungie that we used to know, and so
That's very
True.
true too.
I don't
Exactly.
have as hard feelings, letting it go for me, anyways, because those same people that created Halo and even Destiny, a lot of those people are gone and they're doing other
Right.
things at different
Right.
places.
100%.
So
100%.
so let's just wait and see what happens. I will make one other note, shifting gears one last time. If you guys haven't checked out the new Batman Lego game, it is great. This is on a
You know,
different
I've
tier
Really
actually
good things
of,
about it.
I
Yeah.
have
yeah.
actually heard that as well. I've heard it was really good.
It's on a different tier than most Lego games, where it's just kind of like you understand everything that's going to happen in a Lego game. Sure, this is still a Lego game, but this one's like on steroids. So we might get it more into it. I just got it and I'm super excited. It's Batman, so huge Batman fan. Have been
My
pretty much
daughters
my
have
whole
been
life.
watching the Lego movie, and
Oh, yeah.
Batman in the first Lego movie is a main character and wonderful.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll let this one, kind of like marinate over the week, but we'll get back into it next week. So if you haven't picked it up, or if you're looking to pick it up, it's great. I'm loving it. I'm loving all the like throwbacks that they're throwing in just in like the first chapter here. So
And if you guys like this, make sure to like and subscribe and tell people about our podcast. Also, if you play Ark Survival Ascended, which is crossplay, our server is
We do have a
called
server.
a Nav Arc.
Yep.
Feel free to join, and I promise no one will go into your base while you're sleeping and drain the blood out of your body. That won't happen.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody would do that to you.
That definitely won't ever happen. Yeah.
It's
still,
definitely never happened to anyone.
To be fair,
still like and
it's
subscribe.
never happened to me. I will say that. Okay.
All right, but anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Get out of here, Craig.